there is a new update that will blow your mind. In fact, it will bring tears to your eyes. We've been saying this for a long time, and many people, they do not understand what we've been saying. They do not understand what we saw and the reasons why we are saying what we are saying. Still on justice for Mohbad. Wunmi is the prime suspect in the pie of Mohbad, in the demise of Mohbad. You see, I want you to take a look at the neck of Mohbad that was bent. I know you must have seen that video or picture of the neck of Mohbad that was bent. Why was Mohbad's neck bent? There are people who said the coffin was too small, so they had to bend his neck to fit into the coffin. That's one. Now, there is some update that has just dropped, and I will want you to listen to our guest. This is unbelievable. This is serious. So the neck of Mohbad was bent to hide that particular part where Wunmi allegedly used something sharp to, you know what it is, to damage him there. He was damaged there. That is the red liquid that his father said he saw on the duvet, on the bed of Mohbad. And also in the coffin, we all saw it. That red liquid came out from that particular section of his neck. May we not be friends, partner, family members, family member with wicked people that surrounded Mohbad. What you're about to hear will shock you. That's why I want you to pay attention from the beginning of it till the end. More of these things are coming out. More of it are coming out because finally, Wunmi has broken down on her knees like, okay, I accept, I agree. But you guys, tamper justice with mercy. Tamper justice with mercy. Forgive me. It was the heat of the moment. I didn't intend it. I didn't plan or plot it. Mohbad was so angry. He came at me. I had no other option. I was cooking fried rice. So what I had with me is what I used to buy him. And when I realized that it was becoming serious, I had to call my people and I said to them, it's like Prime Boy had a fight with him. So let us use Prime Boy as the prime suspect. Let us use Prime Boy as the person involved in the pie of Mohbad. Simple as ABC. Simple as ABC. Let us proceed. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button if you're just coming across this channel. Tap on that thanks button. It's after the download button. Yeah, right there. Tap on it. You will see it with the dollar sign in the middle of it. Tap on it to encourage this channel. Let's get right into it.
So now, Wunmi just needs to come out because people with the right mind will not say it's bully that killed Mohbad. Why? If what happened on Sunday, and on Tuesday you cry out by saying so they killed your husband, they did that. But this guy went to a show on Sunday. There was a fight. She said there was a fight.
I want you guys to pay attention. Pay attention.
And she narrates what happened, that Mohbad punched the Prado, whatever car, and that's why he has a cut in his hand. That is not what happened. What really happened is there was a fight between Wunmi and Mohbad. That's what led to his death. Wunmi made a mistake by stabbing.
Are you guys hearing that?
Wrong place. And hold on. Someone to have.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Wunmi made a mistake by stabbing Mohbad. That's what you said.
Yeah, accident.
By accident. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Was there any research from you that is pointing to that? Sorry.
Because of the analysis that was given to us by the police, they said Mohbad was bleeding previously, and I look at the video that what's it called, Prime Boy and whatever they bring out. I analyzed the whole video, and I noticed that there was a
What a
stab
wicked world.
beside Mohbad. There was a stab beside him, and I think he has like three places where he was bleeding in his neck as well. He had a stab on his neck. Yes, that was the reason why his head was bent when it was put into the coffin.
Like Mohbad was stabbed.
Yes.
By please.
By who?
You said you said it that you said it was Mohbad was
Mistakenly
stabbed
by Wunmi.
or probably
Yeah,
Wunmi
because they were.
Mohbad.
Yeah, no. Wunmi
Can you guys hear that?
because there was an argument happening in that
God.
house, which is on Monday.
I would love
Sunday
to have
night.
that proof, please. I would love to have that proof. I would love to have that proof.
Oh yeah. Let me see. I can send it to your D.
You can send it to me, right?
Yeah,
Because I've not gotten that proof in my over 6 months of commitment to this case. I've not seen that proof anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, okay, you've not seen the video that I sent out that was said Mohbad is dead with this 4 guys or 3 guys.
Just forward to me later and continue your analysis.
Like and share, guys.
I would
like
love
and
to
share.
Have that
like
proof.
and share.
God bless you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, so what Wunmi is just saying now is just trying to divert the attention to people that bullied Mohbad. You know, that is what she's trying to do now. You know, if you know you love your husband wholeheartedly, you should know that no matter what you do, all what you'll be seeking for is justice for your husband. You have kids, you have a child for him. So that's what we should believe now, until we started asking for DNA test. You know what I'm saying? And the DNA test, the way people have been yelling, shouting, and everything, give Wunmi pressure. That is the reason why she's writing all this letter.
Of course.
People have been pressurizing her with all these bloggers and everybody talking and everything. That's the reason why she went out to write this. You know. So all she's just doing now is just to divert people's attention concerning the whole thing.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'd just like to clear up here, first things first, that her post there that she put up there was actually strategic. I did analyze somewhere to say some of the posts, if you read it, you knew that I think she sent a draft maybe to a lawyer or someone who had a legal background, and then they corrected it, and then she added her bits. You can see where her bits came in. She's playing up a game, right? Because if you even want to analyze this, it's just stupid. It's just really stupid. If you say they silenced your husband, you were in the house. The nurse came into the house. The nurse was just not anybody. You talked on the second paragraph to say that your husband was scared of the medical, going to the hospital, just say the medical field, because he felt that they could be compromised. And you trust a recommended stranger, so to speak, to come to your house to treat.
This is serious.
That's very correct. Who should she fear? Is it the recommended or the registered hospital? Are you making sense, Anya Suku?
So you trust a recommended stranger to come to your house in a setting where, because let's go by her her train of thought, there is no camera. So, and then you trusted her that much, you went downstairs to do fried rice or make dishes for Liam's birthday. Are you really having a laugh? Are you stupid? That's the question. So you see, that's why I said if you read her message, she was just she was deflecting at the same time gaslighting. It was very systemic. You know what she's doing. She's actually playing up here. It's just very obvious. You cannot say your husband was afraid of a medical. And now let's analyze this. In the hospital, there are cameras. And apart from cameras, these are registered doctors that they could have their license stripped if they played any game. Your husband at the time of death didn't have that notoriety like Kiss Daniel or Davido, where you would say the whole hospitals on the island, the doctors would have been compromised. Are you really having a laugh?
Honey Asuko, let me clap for Honey Asuko. Honey Asuko gbe mi debe. Oh my God, let me just clap. Where is effect oh, sound effect oh, clap oh.
Like and share, guys. Tap on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. It is getting hotter.
Honey Asuko. Please come again. All the hospitals in
Justice for
Ireland,
Mohbad.
your husband
Justice for
doesn't trust.
Mohbad.
All in
Justice for
Nigeria, in the
Mohbad.
whole of
Justice for
Lagos.
Mohbad.
So all the doctors will compromise. Clap oh.
What level of stupidity is that? Are you taking everybody that you think they've got a brain fog or they've got chicken brains, they can't analyze, they can't see through that? Come on, man. Let's stop the BS here. You could not have trusted that nurse. And I also did say today that nurse, if the nurse was spending nurse, and even if you listen to the video of or the voice note, whatever that was played about her friend, you can tell that she was lying.
Of course, she
because
was
you
lying.
cannot say,
give us the
I'm
example.
going to
Give us
send
the
you Westo.
example.
So
Yeah,
let's take
she
this
was
example
lying.
now, right?
We know.
I have a nurse. I know you. Yeah? And you need a nurse. And I would not call my nurse and say, oh, by the way, I need you to go to my friend's place and tell you who this friend is. So are you just going to just turn up there? You didn't know who the person's house is. When you came in through the estate or walked in, or even let's leave, even if it was not a gated estate, you would knock on somebody's door and said, oh, I was sent by XYZ because you needed me. So if you're feigning ignorance to say you didn't know the person, how did you know the roles that each of them were playing?
Fire on.
So you see, but that's why when you look at the statement, you can just see she's playing up. Now let's leave that part. Let's go to the other part where she talked about the industry guys. First, you also said in that first paragraph, you said the guy was mentally, physically, not well. So you were diagnosing him to say that if he's got psychosis or he's got mental disorder, and you had a nurse that you hadn't checked her qualifications to come in and treat him. Did she check his blood pressure? Do you not think you'd have been having heart palpitations? And you needed to have told him, by the way, there was a video that showed that the guy was high. Prime Boy statement, Mohbad was high that day. Why didn't you divulge this information to the nurse? This is some stranger that you do not even trust. And why was Mohbad's nurse unavoidably absent, and nobody has heard that, oh, she called back to say, oh yeah, I was busy, by the way, this, that. Because I do remember they said she called her, sorry, and move away a bit. They said they called her and then she said she was not able to come. So she could have divulged this guy's, medical records with that nurse to say, oh, by the way, you need to check his vitals, you need to check that. Because let's go by their train of thought. You call this nurse on Tuesday. So, and then I'm going to my fourth point. How were you managing him up until Tuesday? He had a fight and show. So what? He was running temperature. What happened after it was a minor corona inquest statement. It was just a minor court. It was nothing serious. What happened after that? Why?
Welcome back. Exactly what happened after that? If at the coroner inquest, it is said to be a minor court. If Spending, who was with Mohbad up till Monday before he was called to help get a nurse and eventually seeing his friend lifeless. What happened in between? What happened? What was that argument about? What was it all about? How is it possible that the nurse would administer medication on Mohbad without checking vitals, without physical exam? Definitely, Wunmi must have told the nurse they had a fight at a show. Oh, hey, this is how they've been bullying my husband. Did the nurse speak to Mohbad? Did the nurse speak to Mohbad? Did the nurse ask Mohbad what happened, Oga? They said at the show you had a fight. Did the nurse ask this question? Did Mohbad tell the nurse, no, it is this wicked girl? Did they try to shut the mouth of the nurse? Because the nurse said, I was set up. That is a setup. They all knew it already, what they wanted to do. So it means that something happened and Wunmi is responsible for what happened. Oh, fried rice. Fried rice. This brings us back to what Wunmi probably had on her hands at that day. Like, contacted her mom, contacted her sister. Like, this is about to get down low. He's already weak. What should I do next? And was she self-medicating Mohbad? And when the nurse came, she simply applied, the general first aid that she understood. She brought in antibiotics and pain reliever. That is what she said she administered. How did this now end up buying Mohbad? Now, there are some people who said that antibiotics and alcohol does not mix. So let us now look at it. When did the nurse come? When did Mohbad take alcohol? Or was Mohbad drinking alcohol all through when he came from the show down to the day that he died? What exactly are they trying to tell us here? Justice for Mohbad. There is no way out of this one. If you like lie, if you like pretend, if you like manipulate, you will lose. You guys are losers. You are losers already. You know. Y'all all know that you are losers. That you are losers. Irredeemable losers. That is what you guys are. Irredeemable losers. Liars of the highest order. How dare you guys think you can lie and pretend and form like, this sympathy kind of. No, you can't. You are all losers. It is now clear. I'm sort of so glad that social media did not waste time and energy on things that are irrelevant. Now, people are taking time to do deep analysis. They are taking time to look inwards. They are taking time to search. They are taking time to study picture, video, evidence. And with that, they have been able to deduct. They have been able to observe and deduct one or two things. And here we are today, that in between Monday, Tuesday, Wunmi did something or called someone to do something to Mohbad. Now, the nurse, I have asked the nurse to avail herself to come out to speak, because nurse, if you don't speak, nurse, if you don't speak, if you allow them to corner you somewhere and end you, you're on your own. It's better you speak, because they know that you are the key to certain things. You see, the way this thing is, you see, spending, he has the key to the 48 hours before the demise of Mohbad. Wunmi has the key to the 72, 48, and 24 hours of the demise of Mohbad. Prime Boy has the 72 hours prior to the demise of Mohbad. You see how these things are. Now, the nurse is important, an important factor in this unraveling. If the police were ready to really do what they needed to do, they will. You see, they are not willing because they know that Wunmi is the prime suspect. So what they thought about is this. Why don't we hang everything on Prime Boy, since he visibly, publicly had a clash with Mohbad? But Prime Boy said the injury that Mohbad sustained is not enough to buy him and to bring out such red liquid. It's not possible. There is just a scratch, like a scratch. That is not possible for that to have pied him. So now that they are kind of looking in the direction of Prime Boy, of course, they have roped him in. They now say, you know what, let us make this more solid. We are going to say Prime Boy fought Mohbad, or Mohbad fought Prime Boy, he sustained injury, and when Mohbad got home, now, this is where spending got roped in. The Nigerian police roped him in. They said he is an accessory because he called a nurse. Imagine that he called a nurse that is unqualified rather than him asking them to take Mohbad to the hospital. Now, let us look at the part of Wunmi. If Prime Boy is not at home and Wunmi called, how come the Nigerian police has not, they've not checked? Of course, they've done all of these things, but they know what they're doing. How come they have not checked the conversation, if it is a call, if it is a voice note on any of the social media platform, communication platform? How come they have not looked at that? Like, okay, is there anything like that? Of course, they know. So they are not willing to. They are not willing to establish any truth in this. They just want to cover everything. They want to throw everything under the carpet. Like, you know what? We ain't going to say the truth about this. We're just going to cover it up. We'll lie and pretend like we don't know how to investigate. The thing is this. If spending, as you know, spending is being tagged accessory, then what is the role of Wunmi, who called and said, please get me your unqualified nurse? Both of them are accessory, isn't it? Like, she now opened the door. The police released that CCTV. We all saw the CCTV where Wunmi opened the door. Why didn't Wunmi say, can I see your certificate? What university? What nursing school did you go to? Which hospital? So is she not an accessory apart from being a prime suspect in this? Now, the nurse came in, did what she did, administered what she administered. It's a practice. It's not like she did something that is strange, even though it's not lawful. A lot of people will employ the service of these people, and these people also work in hospitals. So what are we saying? Anyway, she did what she did, administered what she administered. Maybe she left or she sat somewhere, relaxed, and all of a sudden, she came back, or they called her and said, oh, Mohbad is in a messy. I'm kind of thinking that when, I'm kind of thinking that when the nurse left, or before the nurse even, because if the nurse came and saw what you saw on the neck of Mohbad, she should be smart enough to say, I saw a big cut or something on his neck, and I treated him for some kind of cut on his neck. Why is the nurse not allowed to come to the coroner inquest? Why did they first speak to the first set of useless people like Adura, the younger brother of Mohbad, and then here and there? Why did they make it that way? Because they know what they are on about. They needed to cover up. They know that the key, when I say key to all of this, is the nurse, spending, and Prime Boy. Now they say coroner inquest will be sitting this March. So this March. So you know what it is. This March, coroner inquest will be sitting. They've not given the date for this seat. So let us see. Let us see what will happen